So this is part 2 of my mini album making, and what I did is I pre-cut all the pages because my camera can only record 50 minutes at once, so I didn't want to spoil any time to see how I cut things. So let's get started. For your first page you'll need a piece of paper that measures 10.5 by 7.5 inches, and then one piece of paper that measures 4 7/4 at 7 inches, and one for that's this one, and this one is 4 7/8. No, I said it wrong. This one is 4 7/8 of an inch by 7, and this is 4 7/8 by 7.5. So we're going to be starting with this one. So just take out your scoring board, and I'm going to place it like this because I found out that when I put it like this and I have to score one half inch, or I have to score from this side, I'm just crossing over my hands and it just don't work. So I thought it would be easier to do it like this. So you'll take your scoring board, and then you're going to score at 1/2 inch, at 5.5 inches, and then you are going to turn this over like so. So here's the 1/2 inch and here's the 5.5 inch, and then you score at 1/2 inch again. And then when we are busy, we're going to take the longest piece, so this is 7.5 inches, and we are going to score it on one short side on 1/2 inch. So that's done. And now we're going to do is first we're going to make our flap. So just fold this over on both sides. And what I like to do is first to put some double-sided tape on one of the sides. It doesn't matter which side. And this is 1/2 inch tape. So here we go. And then I like to taper it because I found out if I taper it first and then I'm going to apply some double-sided tape, I have to, well, you can see here, I have to cut it in an angle, and it doesn't work for me. So I like to do it like this and then just taper the sides. Like this. And then you take your smaller piece of paper and you're going to stick this to one of the sides. So that's what we're going to do now. So line it up straight and glue it down. So here is your first flap for the inside of one of the pockets. So you can put a photo here, a photo here, a photo here, and a photo here, or whatever you like. Okay, now let's go to the first page. As you can see, here is a scoring line of 1/2 inch. Here's a scoring line of 1/2 inch. And here you scored at 5.5. So this is going to be your pocket. And first I'm going to apply tape on, no wait, first I'm going to cut away this piece. You can use your scissors, or what I like is to use my ruler. So up until this scoring line you're going to cut it away, and then you can cut this away like that. And then let's see, how did I put this together? I thought it was like this. I have to see what I made. Well, I made myself a mold. No, not a mold. I don't know how you explain this, but here is what I can see what I did. So okay, so I don't make mistakes. So what you're going to do is to put glue on this side, and I'm using double-sided tape, and I'm going to flip it over so it's easier for me to apply it. Okay, so this is how we're going to glue it down, and then we also need to glue this side down. So I'm taking this and I'm flipping it over again. I'm sorry if I'm making a mess out of it. I'm turning it a lot because I need to apply it well. So here you can see, this is the front side for your flap, where it's going to be. So let's turn it over. You're going to taper this side and also this side. You can first cut out the square and then taper it, or you can taper it all at once so you don't have to cut that much. Okay, and what I like, I saw a tip. No, that's not for this, sorry, it's for another piece. So you're going to take away this protective plastic over here and put this down, and then you'll take away this piece and then slowly trying to line things up and glue this down. You can rub it a little bit better so it stays flat. So here's your first pocket to place your flap in, and as you can see, the flap is a little bit smaller. That's why I cut it at 4 7/8 of an inch, because this is 5, and if I make this 5 it won't fit. So it's a little bit smaller, but it should fit in here. Yeah. So there's your first front page. So as you can see, you can put something here, here's your flap, and you take it all out. So this is the first part. So when you flip this over, this will be, let's see, as you can see here, first page, flap, and then what we'll need to do is making a spine. So when you cut all your things, make sure you are saving all these scraps, because you can make your spines out of that. So the spine is going to be in here, and we also have to taper these sides. But first we are going to score it in half. So this spine measures, let's see, 7 by 1.5 inches. And we are going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. No, 7/8 of an inch. So that's over here. And it doesn't matter if it isn't really exactly on the middle or in the center, I'm sorry. So let's put this aside. So then we're going to, as you can see, it's not quite that perfect, but it doesn't matter because it's just a spine. So work it both ways. Let's see, then we have to go put on one side some tape, like that. And let's see what I'm going to do next. Where did I put that? Yeah, so on both sides we're going to put some tape. And I like to put some smaller tape on here. So I'm going to do it like that. So it's really going to stick down, and well, if you don't put glue on this side next to the scoring line, the result is going to be that this is loose and your pages will be working a bit. So I'm going to taper it again, so you won't see all these straight lines in here. So on both sides, taper it like that, and then take one of the sides, take the protective plastic off, and then I'm just going to take out the flap, and then I'm going to measure it exactly. Let's see how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I like to do it like this. Well, no. Well, you have to line it up perfectly, because if you don't, then all will be crooked. So I hope I did it right. Yes, I did it right. I hope the camera picks it up. So here's the spine, and well, we're going to make another pocket, so this will be glued down. And that's what I'm going to do in the next video, because my camera picks up 50 minutes and well, I have 2 minutes left and I'm not able to do this page in 2 minutes. So here's your first page, here's the front, here's your flap, which goes in here. What you can do up front is to take a circle punch and punch a little bit out. Well, for this page it really isn't necessary, but it's a possibility to punch it out. So if you just don't want to make a whole flap, if you just want to make one piece of paper and you put it in here, then it is nice to make a punched half circle, so you can put out your flap easier. So it's just up to you what you want to do. Well, I like to put a lot of pictures in my album, so this is why I made a flap like this. So there are 4 sides I can put some pictures on, and also on this side, but it's just all up to you what you want. So this is part 2, and the next video will be part 3. See you there.